Good day, good evening. I've been wanting to get back into this for a long time. It's been rough. So, I hope that you're all doing very well today. Um, Barring everything else that's going on in the world, I do hope that you're doing okay. Um, what I got for you tonight is some Final Fantasy XIV. And it's going to be a fun rendition. Alright. It's been a while, so I'm trying to remember how to do everything. So, alright. What I'm planning to do today is to go through the raid that, premiered 6 weeks ago and go through and do an actual, you know, this is what's going on in this, explain what's going on in the fight, and all that happy stuff. Oh, and it's picking up all the strange noises around me. So not much has changed since the last time, but there have been some minor changes to some dungeons that I didn't go over that I'm also going to go over today. And we'll just play it from there. I'm going to go get my minion on their way. And then we're going to queue up for, well, let's queue up for it because it's going to be a wait. Not as bad as it was. It seems like the DPS are the ones that don't want to queue these days for Aglaya. Yeah, I should also repair. So we're going to come to the summoning bell. Get Tasty Cake out here. Complete. Should give them level 78. Almost close to going to new armor and new runs that will give her more experience, but Mender. Yeah, life's just been stressful. And it's waiting for things to, there's the heightened tension that one gets when the other shoe is, you're always waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I'm not going to go into deep details, but there's just not a lot of fun going on right now. So it's going to take approximately 8 minutes for us to get in here. I think while we wait, what do we want to do? Since the last time, I actually went through and I acquired appropriate color-specific jewelry. I've got earrings for them all, but aside from the tanking set, I'm going to be using Menfina's earring, which it will just be swapped out whenever I do stuff and not really worth the extra effort, I feel. We got the black pearl for the brown outfit, and I think for the black outfit, yeah. I got the metallic black for this, and I got the metallic white as well. But, yeah. This is supposed to be a very pale blue, ice blue, but it looks very white, so I went with the white with that. And purple, of course. And the other thing is I went and got the matching Lily of the Valley corsages for each set. So we've got color coordinated for each set of gear. So it's going to be, tanks are going to be green. Melee DPS that is going to be strength based, which is Pugilist and Samurai. It's going to be one color. Lancer and Reaper is going to be another. Rogue is probably going to share it with ranged DPS. We'll see. Then we've got healers, which is going to be yellow, and magical ranged, which is going to be its own color as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. So we'll figure out when we get there. And why no blue? Do I not have a blue? Did I not go for a full blue? Did not. Suppose I could go grab blue. Let's see if there even is a blue. Now, I have tinnitus. And one of the strange things about tinnitus is the occasional, you've got like this static noise. Well, I have this static that's constantly there, the constant ringing. It's sort of static, and occasionally it will just like drop out and a very high-pitched squeal will take over for an indeterminate amount of time. So that just happened, and it kind of threw me for a loop. Let's check our wish list. Oh, the blue we already have. Amusing. It's what we used before we grabbed the green, right? Yep. So we'll go Lily of the Valley Pips. Gardening. So we got red, blue, yellow, green, orange. Another potential color. And then rainbow, which would probably just be really weird trying to do. But we've got black, white, purple, green, yellow, blue, and red. Why did I close that? Why did I close that? Let's see how much the orange lily corsage is. Oh, we might get in earlier. But that would also mean trying to find an appropriate orange dye. Well, gotta close that in order to extract materia. You see, if I saw this person's name and they weren't running around and acting like an actual player, and they weren't part of a free company, I'd assume that they were a bot. One thing that has picked up a lot lately is people shouting to come visit their various locations, and while I understand why they do it, it's one thing that I wish I could just turn off. Just that, because the shout channel actually is useful in cities more than many other locations. Alright, so we want to do head. Orange, yes. We got all of those. I suppose we could use red for the colors on that. We just need one more healer. Come on, healer, come on. Eventually, I will be able to use my white mage in these, but I'd probably be a little timid to white mage the raid. Because I realize that I'm not the best healer. I mean, I try to keep everybody alive, but I tend to forget everything outside of the base skills. So, here we go. Aglaya. Welcome in. We are going to be waiting for everybody that is new to the place to zone in and watch the cutscene. So, this is going to be my second Aglaya video. And if you want to see me trying content live, I'm over on Twitch as well, so come on over, link in the description, of course. But unlike my previous video,
So, you are resolved to face me?
I am going to explain what is actually going on in the fights and how to handle them. And unlike the last one, I'm not going to be main tanking this time.
Come, children of man.
Alright, so this is Beer God. Or Fire God. Ordeal of Thunder. It's going to be the first thing that he does, and it's going to be raid-wide damage. He's known as a builder. Beer God Strike. It's going to be a knockback the first time he does it. He'll jump to a spot you don't want to be standing inside the blue ring, or you will take massive damage. Now he's going to be doing that one again, but it's going to be slightly different. Alright, we got Builder's Build coming out. So this is the second time he's doing it. So you do not want to be standing where any of those cross sections are going to land, because it's going to be an AoE in that direction after he does the jump. Alright. Phase transition. We're going into fun phase. So you can fall off here, and if you're not careful you will fall off. Just keep DPSing him like normal. He's going to summon the hammers. The hammers are going to knock the area that you're standing over. Whichever one it's aligned with, it's going to knock them one spot over. You are not going to move with it. So keep that in mind when all of that happens. That becomes important momentarily. Alright, so we've got that going on. So for this, nothing is happening to this section. You got a hammer right there. It's going to knock this thing over one. So because you don't want to be hit by that after it gets moved, you want to stand where it's not going to be. Alright, we got this one going on. So what you want to do is you want to be standing in a place that is going to get knocked to where there's a platform off to the side. Otherwise, you're going to take massive damage. And get a stacking debuff, I believe. Alright, after he does that move with the arena-wide AoE, he will go back to this phase. First one, there are no extra lines around him, so you only have to dodge one. Ordeal of Thunder. Raid-wide damage. Reproduce. Okay, for this one you want to pay attention to ones that don't get charged with lightning. You want to be standing in the lane with one of the ones that is not charged up. Because the charged ones go by faster, then you want to immediately move out of the way because the next one will slowly come through. Toss a heal out on the healer, because they're focused on rezzing. Alright. We're losing parts of the arena. You don't want to be standing over there either. We've got good DPS on this. He's almost dead and we just started the second phase 2 thing. Alright. We've got all of them going on. So, because it landed in the center, you want to stay in the center. There will always be a path down the center for this. And I should qualify that. Because it's on a row that is going to get knocked over, you want to stay in the center. Occasionally, it's not in a row that will get hit. So, you want to pay attention to that. Got this one again. Gonna get knocked over, so... It's not gonna happen because we beat him. That was fast. That was pretty fast. Alright. We're not going for casting. I think we just need the boots. And... healer gear.
The builder has been made to yield.
Alright, first trash.
Intriguing. Then the destroyer shall take your measure. After you have provided my servant with some sport.
Okay. So the first trash has 3 basic skills. First one is Destructive Static. You don't want to be standing in front of him. Will rotate and send it out in a random direction. The second one, he summons 2/4 of the arena are going to be covered. And you don't want to be standing in either of them. Alright, we've got the random lightning chases. Bolts from the blue is the third skill. Guess you could probably say 4 because of the chasing, but the... yeah, so he's gonna do this skill again, which is gonna mark off, again, half of the arena. But at the same time, you want to be standing behind him because he also does the first skill. And that's pretty much not all you have to look out for. I forgot some of the things. Go figure. Tank buster. Don't be standing on the tank. I mean, you can stand there, but you are going to get killed unless you're a tank. Bolts from the blue again, raid-wide damage. For the rings that appear, you just want to go middle, out, and then middle again. But the trash is fairly simple there. And the reason I'm not main tanking is because I'm still using a 570 weapon, and any of the other tanks would pull off me if they have their stance up, so it's not worth the effort wasted to have a tank battle. Alright, we are coming up. Fight Ralger. This is a guy that I did not understand the fight first time going through. I think I picked it up halfway through, but... So, Ralger. Lightning Rain is going to be the raid-wide damage. As I lag. Yeah. Thank you, lag. Alright. So, pay attention to which side he's going to punch into. He's going to punch into the blue one on this one, and I am lagging something fierce. Alright, Broken World. Broken World, he's going to summon a meteor. First one you want to run away from. Okay, I just need to check and make sure certain things. Alright. This is going to be a knockback. You want to be on one that's going to land you with a finger behind it to prevent you from falling off. You want to be close because knockback will send you to the left or the right on that finger. It's like something is updating in the background, and I don't know what it is. Alright, so he's going to punch into the red. So you want to be in the blue side. Tank Buster, I'm running away from everybody since it's a multi-tank target. All tanks get hit with it. And I got a benediction for my effort. Advent of the 8th. So we got one ring over there. We got Broken World happening again. So, what he's going to do is he's going to summon a meteor to fall. And then he's going to punch through the red gate, which is the red gate behind us. So you want to stand where the meteor is supposed to drop, but he's going to punch it, it's going to break up, and it's going to do lots of small epicenter AoEs all over the place. Advent of the 8th. Sends out both gates. One big, one small. He's casting Broken World. On this one, you want to watch where he's going to punch. He's going to punch into the red, so you run over here. If he punches into the blue, you want to be as far away from this as possible. And also on the side that's not blue. So he will switch it up occasionally. Alright. This is going to be a simple one. You just dodge from one after it goes off, the next, and then you want to make sure that you don't get hit in any of the AoEs that come up during that. Tank Buster went out. One more Advent to the 8th. Now this is the one where he's going to do Broken World. But he's going to punch into the blue. Yep, punching into the blue. So you want to be on the red side. You want to be far away from the epicenter. And you want to try to be out of the way of the after targeted AoEs that come next. Otherwise, you might just die. Alright, we got this. So, for this one, second one that goes out, you want to make sure that you're not standing next to one that's got an AoE orb around it. And I would continue on talking about the stuff, but the fight's over.
Children of man.
Come, mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
Alright, now while we are doing that, I'm gonna do a quick check and see what was causing that earlier. Okay, I need to go and take care of that right quick. Okay, that's taken care of. That's good. Go like that. Hopefully that will help. All right, so we've got the lions. The lions, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to do an AoE where both of them get together and do fire. This one is going to be 1 and then 2. You've got the marks above their heads. Once one goes off, you want to move out of the area of the other. It's going to be you want to be outside of the range of the one that goes off first. Once they go off, move in and do everything. And you want to focus down one first and then the other, just because it's going to be a lot easier. And then they'll do half the arena and half the arena. Once one is dead, it just becomes a lot easier to deal with. Because you don't have to dodge as much and you can just focus your DPS. Occasionally you will get groups that want to do both of them simultaneously, and it just makes the fight longer and a little bit more tedious, but it happens. Alright, we got Spinning Slash going out. I do not have any of the loot that I can get, so we're looking for healer and tank boots. Healer gear and tank boots. Alright, next boss. Azema.
You will be scoured by the light of the sun.
I actually learned something new with this boss last week that I didn't know before, so Warden's Prominence is going out. I'll explain that when I get to it. Alright,
Fire woven.
first attack is going to go out.
Leave naught uncleansed.
Solar Wings. She'll face a direction and do an AoE to either side. It's going to summon these fire orbs. Initially, the fire orbs, you can stand in the middle, it's not going to be an issue. There are variations that come up, though. Solar Wings again. And welcome to the first variation. So Sunshine is going to summon
Is it just a
two
mirage? Or
of these
something more?
ladies, and they are going to fan one of the fireballs to a different location, so you want to stand on them. Alright. Solar fans, she's going to send them, her fans out to the outside ring. She's going to do Radiant Rhythm. They're going to move around the ring and stop at the cardinal directions. And you want to be standing not in the direction that they are facing. So if they're north-south, then you want to be east-west so that you're not actively taking damage from those. Tank busters again. Alright, flames cover her feet. You want to stand behind her for Fleeting Spark. You don't have much of time. You don't have much time to get behind her when she starts casting that. So as soon as you see her casting Fleeting Spark, get behind her. Solar Fold. She is going to create 4 pockets of fire that are going to expand and grow. She's also going to summon 2 maidens. The first set of maidens, it doesn't matter which one you go to, but the corner where they spawn is the best location to stand. The first time, because they fan and create a blaze in the area that are opposite them. Warden's Prominence. AoE damage. Wildfire Ward. Okay, so, for this one, pay attention to the direction you're going to be shot first. So, we're going to be going this direction first. So, and then we want to turn, face her, and then move to the right, and then immediately do the same and move to the right again. All you need to do is pay attention to the first time you get hit with that, and it will either be, you'll either be moving left or right on the first one, and whatever it is for the first one is the same direction you move for the second one. So, can we get it off? Can we get it off? Heal, heal, heal. Dang. I tried. Alright, for this attack, you just don't want to be standing where the sunlight is hitting. You want to wait for it to explode, and then move. And then you don't want to be standing on that side of her, because she's going to Sublime Sunset, which is a point-blank AoE, or an Epicenter AoE, and Bree is dead. Nope, they were smart. They did not attack, they did not do anything, so that at least is good. I thought that the invulnerability was going to wear off before the attack went off. Alright, so we got the fans again. Radiant Rhythm. So again, pay attention to where they stop. They will move at least 4 times. Okay, they moved 4 times. So you kind of want to move back from where she is. Fleeting Spark, get behind her. Solar Wings again. This is going to be a bigger variant than the first one. So, we've got 6 balls of fire. She summons 4 and maidens to help her, or clones of herself if you prefer. One is going to send them a different direction, so you want to be standing out of the way of everything. And yes, I'm not being the best tank right now. I apologize. I'm very sloppy. I'm rusty for a lot of reasons. So, don't be tanking like me right now. Alright, so for this rendition, you want to be in one of two spots. We are in the appropriate spot. So, the reason I say we're in the appropriate spot, this one is going to go that way, that one's going to go that way, that one's going to go this way. So, this is the only spot. You want to be standing in the location of the clone that is going to send it towards another clone. It's going to be the only safe spot. We have the robe of healing. We do not have the robe of healing, so we're going to greed on it. Even if the boots would drop, we're going to greed on it just in case neither of the healers need it and nobody else wants it. Final boss. This is the one that, you know, I was confused about when I first played through, and if you watch the other video, you'll definitely see I'd have no idea what's going on. Okay. Somebody did a limit break pull while people are still in the cutscene. So as above, so below. That is the skill that the boss is always going to be using. Look at the background. The background color is going to match the affinity of the attack that comes out. So it's dark, so you want to be standing in the light. He does it again. And this is the important one to pay attention to, because it goes out, starts out dark, but then it melts over to light. So you want to be in the dark for this one. So pay attention to the backgrounds and move accordingly. Oh, not enough people were there. I'm gonna get some heals out. Golden Tenant, that's... So that is where I needed to run out there and stack, because that is a tank buster that all tanks need to absorb. Alright, we've got another as above, so below coming up. 1 second, please. I am sorry about that. I got a knock, as you probably heard. And it's thrown off my rhythm, so give me a second to get back into it. Once above, ever below. Okay, so... Still, it's... even though it's the gold side, it's best not to wander into the AoEs on the ground. Just good habit. Alright. Hell of Fire. First one, you want to run behind him. We're gonna pop on Iron Will.
The flames of the abyss consume all.
Wayward Soul. This is a section that many people might not like. You gotta pay attention to the orbs. They're gonna fall randomly around. And you don't want to be caught in their radius. They've got a rather large radius, so move accordingly. It's best to move towards the outside of the ring. And then you've got the sequential ones that drop that have a smaller radius. So you can run away from them a lot easier than the others. Get a heal on the healer. Alright, this one, you want to be in front of him. Because he's going to flip over. And boom. He does half the arena. Alright, so fire it up. Pay attention to the symbol that's on him and the one that's out there. First one is going to be a knockback. Second one is going to be a point-blank AoE. So what you want to do is come and position yourself to where you're going to get knocked back, not into the outer ring, because you will get a debuff that is horrible. And you don't want to get knocked back by the other thing. So the first one is going to be point-blank AoE. And it's going to be a knockback, and then another point-blank AoE, so... As soon as he's done casting it, I'm going to cast Arm's Length, which is going to make it so I don't get knocked back. I've actually never seen him do a double point-blank AoE one. Alright, we got Soul's Measure coming up. Soul's Measure, he's going to become untargetable. There are going to be 3 ads that will spawn.
Let us proceed to your judgment.
There's going to be 1 ad for each group. We've got all 3 of them on this side. I don't know which one's going to be mine. Mine's going to be this guy. So, as soon as he's up, DPS like there's no tomorrow. They will do random targeted ranged attacks like that. A frontal cone attack. And you can't control what direction it happens. So don't get bothered if, you know, it gets pointed at you or something like that. Because they go in random directions, as I said. So once they are down, you want to look towards the boss. You will see a scale. And you want to have your party move accordingly to where the scale is balanced. Once it's balanced,
The moment of judgment is come.
you take less damage from this AoE. Which is kind of cool. Alright. Once that's taken care of, boss comes out.
Well done. You are deserving of reward.
As above, so below again.
Bring our all to bear.
So we all take damage. Okay, so right now, it's going to go over to light. So you want to be over on the dark side. And the light ones are going to go out. You'll take massive damage if you get hit by those. Alright. As above, so below again. I think this is the one I missed earlier. Alright, so we've got this. So it's light out, meaning that you want to be standing in the dark, and you want to be standing in the path of the beam. My mistake, it switched over to dark. That was me not paying attention to what was going on. And that means that those things are going to chase people. So, apologies for missing that one. Spell of Fire, it's a reversal, so you want to be in front of him for this one. But I hope that I was able to explain things appropriately this time around. And get him before he does fire it up again. Alright. Got that taken care of. Now, did I get the loot? I did not get the loot, it looks like. So, we've got aiming, maiming, gauntlets of any I've already got. I've already got the Hat of Healing too. So, that is a shame. Can't do that one, can't do that one. There's somebody... Yeah, because I can still greet on these. I don't want to have to run this again, so I'm just going to take the aiming. Pass, and then need. Alright, so that's that taken care of. It's a really fun place. I just wasn't able to pick up on everything as quickly as I have in the past my first time through. My second time, it took me about five or six times to get down what was actually going on in that last fight. And again, I come out and I'm bombarded by ads for venues. I wouldn't mind it so much if it were not saying that they're on other servers. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to bring negativity into stuff today, and that's something that does bug me. Recommended gear we do not have. So I am going to go and AFK for a second. I've got to take care of something really fast. I will be right back, so stay where you are, you wonderful people. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm just checking a few things out before we move on. Trying to make sure that I hate coming back and seeing that it's, you know, dropping frames when I'm not doing anything, you know? Um, okay. Maybe that will help. I hate how Windows functions sometimes. It's like they keep adding new things that ruin the system. Alright, let's get back into everything. So, what we're going to do is hop over to our white mage. And I'm going to go through and I should not be lagging again. There's no reason I should be lagging. Is the microphone working? Okay, one second. I gotta fix something because it looks like fucking hate Windows. Are you gonna work now? You still gonna work? Okay, you're still working, you're still working. Okay, good. Okay. Now are you going to be nice? Play nice. Okay. It's under social, it's fellowships. Members. Filter by, okay, it'd be nice if you could filter by alphabetical. Okay, sorry, getting back on track. It's been difficult trying to do things and doesn't help everything. Okay, we want to do this. We want to do this. Okay, let's go and talk to Chloe. Dr. Avania. Okay. Just because it's... Go away. It's just gonna be easier to do it that way. Okay. We shall see if what we want to do is on there. It's not on there, so... Raids. Realm Reborn, Circus Tower. I get tired of running this place, but kinda need to do the next little bit. Okay, what did I want to do next? What did I want to do next? Oh. This is one of the reasons that I haven't wanted to get back, or haven't gone back to streaming, is I'm having difficulty maintaining what I want to do for what's going on. And there's been a tremendous mental weight over me with everything going on, so it's just been extremely tough trying to focus on something. It's like continual overstimulation. And anybody out there with ADHD out that recognizes what that is. It's debilitating. Okay, let's see if we get into Circus Tower. Nope. Need one more person. So I've got my white mage up to 66. Hoping to get more squadron enlistment people. I've got 6 right now. Want to get my squadron up to 8. Where did we want to travel to? For 66. Okay, I'm just gonna point this out. In virtually any other MMO, you will not see former hub cities this populated. The various hub points, you will not have people going and visiting the hub locations in these numbers. You've got this, and you've got the Crystarium, and you've got a few other places. Well, maybe not Crystarium, but Yulmore. You'll have people still going there because they are still relevant. It's not just, we've got new content, therefore forget everything up until this point, like fucking World of Warcraft. Oh, we don't care about any of the lore before now. We're changing all the lore to match what we want for this storyline that, you know, will get changed in the future too. Alright, Circus Tower. Welcome into Circus Tower. This is probably just going to be a short run. The changes that I'm going to be going over for this are minor. Okay, I've got music turned off because, yeah, all my videos kept on getting dinged because some jerk was claiming music that was not theirs to claim. And YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, lets the people that make the claim decide whether something is infringing or not, instead of, you know, actually having their people sit down and listen to it, or, you know, actually look at licenses that are given by people, or, you know, people that have owned their music have had their stuff claimed by other people. So this is basically just... when I get to the point, I'll get there, so... it's probably not going to be the full run that makes it into the video, it's just going to be what needs to be gone over that was changed and not mentioned in the patch notes. Because there have been many changes made. No, there haven't been many changes made. There have been a few changes made. And as I go through dungeons and recognize the changes that are made, I will do my best to get an update video out. Because they are making lots of changes to old dungeons and not reporting on them. Oh, seriously. Not like it's a major thing getting those where they go. So something interesting that we had a patch today. It was 6.11 alpha, and one of the things that they did was they made some adjustments to PvP. And they took the one class that, you know, I have consistently seen as overperforming when played in Frontlines, and they gave them a buff. Come on. Come on, stop lagging. There's no reason for you to be fucking lagging right now. Gives me another one. But she's dead. Okay. So yeah, in PvP they went through and they buffed Summoner, which, if you've done PvP, the Summoner is the one that needs the most tooling back, because they basically have two wide range damaging things. One, they summon Bahamut, and he deals damage to everybody around him. And the other one, they summon this sort of very large area of effect that deals relatively massive damage to anybody that's standing in it. And yeah, you can move out of it, but it seems to last for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. So it's, and one of those things got a buff to it, which is just, they increased the potency of the AoE wrap type thing. And the other thing that they did was, yeah, basically Summoner had the second most buffs given to it, with Black Mage being the first. But I haven't seen many Black Mages in PvP, so I could not say as to if that was needed or not. Oh yes, I did not. Oh, I did roll on that. Bards got 2 buffs, which was a welcome thing, because normally they would... every time I've gone there, the Bard has always gotten screwed over. And Bard is all I play in PvP. I used to do heals in PvP, but they make a lot of changes, and Bard is now able to survive by itself against a single opponent. Unless that opponent has their limit break ready. Bard's limit break is more beneficial to the people around them than to the Bard themselves. So it's always best to use it when there's a group. And where is the lag coming from? Where is the damned lag coming from? Because nothing is open. Okay, we'll exit out of Steam. It has never lagged this badly before. Okay, so yeah, PvP got some changes, and mostly it was buffing classes that didn't need buffs, buffing a few that needed, and I didn't really see too many scaling back of others. But they said they looked at the number of players using them in the various PvP forms, and I suppose that the buffs were meant to be for Crystal Conflict, but, you know, Summoner's already kind of overpowered there as soon as they get their limit break up. Even without their limit break, that, yeah. Why? I'm checking with the party to see if anybody else is lagging. Because this was going on in the other place as well. Because it's like a 3-second delay on everything. And of course I'm being ignored. Asking the raid wider. And someone responds. Okay, I appreciate that. I think after this I'm gonna check the I'm gonna check and see if it's my router. Oh, please kill them. Thank you. Run the orb into the enemy. Don't run away. The orb hit, shrinks, we deal damage. We don't want either of them to reach. We stun. We stun. Okay, good. Okay, we got 3 people turning into ice cubes right now. Let's hope that the frogs are not going... Yep, one of the frogs was doing what they're not supposed to be doing. Okay. Hide behind. The joke that's going around is because Yoshi plays a black mage in PvP, that's why they got the buff. Greed, and need. Always need on the catalysts. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna check my router to see if that's what's causing the issues. Alright. So, this is a fight that has been changed a little bit with the release of the 6.11 patch a few weeks ago. And I didn't see it until a couple weeks ago and decided that we should do a follow-up for this fight, just this fight. Oh, okay, you're gonna run and stand in that one. I'm gonna run and stand in this one. Didn't get there in time. Okay, so the change in this, you DPS him like normal, you stand in the pools of yellow, you destroy the starfall circles. Now here's the change that was added. Mechanics don't change, but marking does. We now have stack arrows that appear on the people that you're supposed to stack on. Goes off. Toss out a heal or two. Goodbye. So yeah, don't do what our tank just did. I'm not shaming the tank, I'm just using them as an example of what not to do. Once the AoE goes out, you want to stay stacked on the floating spots so you don't get hit by the quake. Because the quake will one-shot you. There's no... It's one of those things that will kill you even if you pop cooldowns. I know, I have done this. So, once all of these circles are gone, Zandy's gonna come back from the, we got the stack again. You want to have at least 4 people or so, otherwise you're gonna take massive damage. As soon as that goes out, we had a ninja that decided to run out, and they got hit with the quake. But the fight still goes by really quickly. Avoid the AoEs, the aura cannon, and fight's over fast. So, enjoy the update. There's not much else to be said here. Alright, us. Alright, so we got all that set up. I'm I'm pretty sure it's not the, no, OBS is using very little of my network speed, so whatever is going on with 14, the lag that I'm getting, I'm not understanding it. Like right now, it's fine. In the middle of the fight, it's like, I'll figure it out before the next stream. Try to at least. Alright, so we've got that taken care of. Tonight is just going to be a short stream. That's all I had planned was those two things. And I want to just, try to get back into this, doing this probably, a few times a week again. Get back into the habit of doing it. So yeah, this is going to be me signing off. We're going to end it here. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope that your loved ones are safe and that you are safe. Take care of yourselves. I'm sorry for being negative tonight. I'm really trying hard not to be negative today. Just a lot of stress. I'm gonna be back with some Minecraft. I'm gonna be back with some trying to finish up Portia still. And doing fun stuff on Final Fantasy XIV. So, take care. You're loved. I will see you soon. Good night.